Absolutely. Katia Woods, Cup of Soul Show. Hi, guys. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are
Hey,
you?
good. How you doing?
I asked the other guys, well, actually, you didn't seem to have a problem with it, but when you found out there was going to be singing, how did you feel about that? Can you talk a little bit about that experience, Ashley, getting a chance to, show your other talents?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a dream come true. I literally felt like it was just an answered prayer. So I dove headfirst into it. I started, getting myself together, hit up my vocal coach, and all of that. Started stretching, for my dance moves I had to do. But it felt like my musical theater degree was gonna pay off. So it was very it was very exciting.
What about you, Marky? Were you like, yay, or were you like, oh no, no, no?
I was like, who, what, where, when, why? You want me to do what? Terrified. I was extremely terrified, and I wasn't with it. I was not with it.
Especially that 90s R&B, right? Where you're like, no.
No. I love 90s R&B. I just, I don't sing in front of people, and so that was the terrifying part. And I hadn't, danced for years. I hadn't danced for years, and so for me, it was like, okay, sure, but how do we make it make sense? I'll do whatever, but how do we make it make sense? And so, but it did provide a challenging opportunity, and I just wanted to step up to the plate. But and like Ashley, I started stretching, started training with the pandemic. Because also when they told us, well, when I found out that it was supposed to be a musical, that it was going to be a musical, we were supposed to start shooting in April of 2020. I think I found out in like February, around that time. So I was like, I need time. We all said we need time to, get your voice right, get your body right. Then the pandemic happened and gave us some time. So that was a silver lining. But was relearning how to tap dance via Zoom and FaceTime, and was in a different country at the time as well. So things were all over the place. It was literal virtual insanity. So I took the life of the virtual insanity and applied it to the season.
Okay, so I asked the others, I'm going to ask you this. Senior year is terrifying because you're like, yeah, I'm in school, but no, I got to get a job. Like, I can't be a professional student anymore. So what's the one piece of advice you would give your younger self that you know now? If you could go back and just be like, okay, don't worry about X, Y, and Z. Ashley, you go first.
The best piece of advice I would give my younger self is to trust. Like, I think for me, there was a lot of worry when I got out of school. There was excitement, but there was the worry of like, will I make it? Will I make a living doing what I love to do? I've been in school for musical theater for 4 years. Will I be able to actually make that a career? And I think if I had just focused more on the time and the love and the commitment and the tenacity that I put into it, then I would have trusted that it was going to all work out in the way that it has. So I think that would be the best piece of advice.
What about you, Marky? What would you tell yourself?
The same thing, to trust your instincts. They're there for a reason. Trust your gut. Lean all the way in to that. And also don't be afraid to disappoint people if it's something that is true to you and true to your soul and resonates within you and brings you joy.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Great season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you.
You're welcome.